This is Jonathan Aggoff here for Pro Boxing Fans. I'm here at the Churchill Boxing Gym in Vauxhall today. Bumped into Hannah Rankin. Nice to meet you, first of all.
Hello.
How you doing?
Yeah, really well, thank you. Sorry, I'm in the middle of training, so I'm sweaty, but bedding in my new gloves, thanks to Everlast. So yeah, no, really good, thanks.
I mean, straight back into training, only just had your last fight.
Yeah.
Why such a quick turnaround? Did you take any time off?
Not really. I was only in there for 3 rounds, so it's not like I really had a hard fight or anything. I dropped the girl 3 times and stopped her in the 3rd round. So I wasn't working that hard in the fight, so I didn't feel like I'm, need a break. And I'm always very active anyway, so Noel has a problem keeping me out of the gym.
I mean, where do you rank it in terms of career performances? Obviously, you had the IBO title fight, but where does this one rank?
This ranks really highly. It's always hard to come back after a loss. You want to do really well, and Noel and I shut ourselves away in the gym, and I've been working really hard at working on the body work this time around, and actually that's what all came to fruition in the fight. I stopped her with body shots, so I'm really pleased about that. And she's a former world champion. I dropped her in the 1st round, I stopped her in the 3rd, so yeah, I was really pleased with my performance. It was a dominant display. Is that
going to give you confidence going into sort of future fights? I mean, you've had a couple of losses, but, going into the future, knowing that you've done that to a former world champion?
Yeah, absolutely. It's always good to stop an opponent. Everybody likes stoppages, and it was a good display. So, yeah, it gives me confidence, and I just can't wait to get back in the ring, to be honest.
I mean, someone else who was here today, Claressa Shields, in London. Talk to me about sort of your relationship with her. You've obviously been in the ring with her, but now you look like you get on pretty well.
Yeah, no, we get on really well now. We have the same management team with Mark Taffet, and also we're both promoted by Salita Promotions. So like me and her train together quite a lot now when I'm over in the States, and when she comes over here now, she just had her training camp for people to come down, and it's been really popular, so it's been fantastic having her here in London, and we get on really well. But the fight, we had a proper war, 10 rounds of war, a really fiery build-up, we didn't like each other beforehand, but afterwards, that's the best thing about boxing, you can go to war for 10 rounds and afterwards it's all respect. So yeah, no, we get on really well now.
So straight after the fight, was it just all sort of respect and, the friendship sort of formed from there? But I mean, how do you describe it from before the fight?
So before the fight, I don't think we thought we had anything in common, to be perfectly honest, and we didn't like each other very much, I don't think, and obviously you're always trying to get into each other's head. That's what you want to do in a fight. It's like the build-up and trying to get one up on your opponent mentally before you actually physically get in the ring. So we had a great kind of build-up, and I think it was a great kind of show for everybody as well, but it was a genuine dislike between the two of us. But yeah, no, actually, after the fight, we were chatting about it. It gave us about 10-15 minutes when we cooled down, and then we were chatting about the fight and things like that. So yeah, no, it was good, and it was a good, solid fight as well, so I enjoyed it.
I mean, how would you sort of reflect on how she's sort of progressed over sort of the last few years? Fastest woman ever to win 3 weight classes, world titles in 3 weight classes. How do you sort of see how her career sort of, panned out?
Oh, it's been amazing. It's been an astronomical rise, for sure. And I'm sure that she's going to be very pleased. I mean, it's great to make history like that. The fastest woman ever for 3 weight classes is brilliant, In fact, the fastest ever, not woman or man, the fastest ever. So that's amazing. She's going to continue going on and being great in the sport, and I'm just, it's great to work with her and learn stuff from her as well, but it's also great to say that I've shared the ring with her. She's going to go down as one of the greatest, and I can say I went there and I went the distance, so it was exciting. I
mean, what have you made of, I spoke to her about it, but what have you made of this talk about her and Laila Ali, sort of a bit of a back and forth? She wants to fight her, but yeah, how do you sort of see the whole situation, how it's sort of, taken off?
Oh, I think it's exciting, because Laila Ali is one of the biggest names in female boxing, so obviously Claressa's the biggest at the moment, so it'd be kind of good to have the two together and put a big fight on. And Laila had quite a lot of stoppages and knockouts on her record, so she's a puncher, So and Claressa's so fast, but things have changed a little bit since Laila's time. There's a lot more. The fighters are a lot more athletic, and endurance is higher and things like that. So I think it'd be a really exciting fight, and I would quite like to see it, to be perfectly honest. I know there's a bit of controversy over it because she's coming out of retirement and is she too old and that sort of thing, but she seems to think that she'd knock Claressa out, so I think Clarissa's like, bring it on. So, great fight.
Do you think it is realistic with all that time out of the ring?
Well, I think I don't imagine someone like Laila Ali has not been training. Like, once a fighter, always a fighter, as far as I'm concerned. And if you're going to be doing any sort of professional sport, I think after that you're going to get back involved in being fit anyway. So you never know. I think it could happen, and it might be the first ever £1 million fight for women. So that'd be exciting as well. We need that. So yeah, there are lots of positives about it. I think it'd be good.
Big fight announced today, Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, 7-weight world champion against Katie Taylor, undisputed champ.
Yeah.
Just a brilliant fight for women's boxing.
Huge. And massive, props to Eddie and Matchroom for getting that one sorted, and the Zone and Develop Promotions with Serrano. It's exciting. It's a great fight. I just think I think lots of people are going to want to watch it. It's great that it's in the UK. It's going to be in Manchester, so all of the boxing fans in this country can really get involved. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait.
I mean, just going back to you, what do you sort of see as your ambitions in 2020?
I'm 100% intending to get back to becoming a world champion again. That's where I belong. And I fully intend to get back to that position at some point this year. So, just watch this space. Back to world champion status for sure.
A couple more. Who do you think is the top 3 pound for pound, female pound for pound in the world right now?
Put Claressa up there, of course, and Cecilia Brackhouse. I've trained with Cecilia, and she's undisputed and has been for a long time at welterweight. So you've got to put her up there in that top 3. And I'd also put Katie up there. She's doing really well. However, it's a kind of a toss-up between her and Amanda, to be perfectly honest. So I'd put them both at 3rd, and then the other 2 above.
Yeah, I mean, I guess a few years ago we wouldn't really be even talking about a female pound for pound. So how well does that show how far women's boxing has come? You've got Savannah Marshall as well, Shannon Courtney. There's loads of different names, especially in Britain. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, you must be proud to see what's been happening, yourself included in that.
Absolutely. I'm really pleased to see that women's boxing is on the rise in the UK for sure. We definitely need more girls getting involved in the sport. It's one of my main things, especially at home in Scotland, where I'm from. I want to get more girls involved. There's only 3 of us, I think, at the moment. So, we could definitely do with a few more. But it's impressive to see that we're starting to have a rise. And obviously with Matchroom and Frank Warren both having females on the cards, it does show girls there's places that you can go. But I think we're a little bit behind the rest of the world. Over in America there's a lot more female fighters, in Scandinavia there's a lot of fighters, and Germany and generally in Europe. So I feel that we're getting there, we're catching up, but it is definitely a positive move in the right direction for sure.
I mean, what has to happen to get more female fighters, in Britain?
I think we need good role models. You need to be out there as a professional female now, supporting younger girls who are coming through the amateurs. Make sure you're out there kind of supporting them and showing them that it can be done. But also we need to have better pay as well in the women's game. In comparison to the men, it's just laughable. People up there were multiple world champions. Guys are earning millions, girls are never earning that. So, and we're in there, we're doing all the hard work, it's just the same. It's just as dangerous for us as it is for the guys. We bleed just the same. So I really think that needs to change. Obviously in the UK, we don't have the same sort of setup with women where there's lots of journey women. There just isn't. We always have to get our opponents from abroad, so therefore opponents are more expensive. And promoters here need to know that. It's going to cost you more if you have a female fighter, but you need to support that as well, because then it'll help the growth of the sport.
Final one. What would you say sort of motivates you? You've obviously got world title ambitions, but maybe even outside of boxing, is there something that motivates you?
I think I kind of I've always been competitive with myself, and whatever I've gone to do in my life, I want to go and achieve the best possible thing I can do in that. So I became world champion. I made history for my country, first ever female to win a world title in Scotland. But I want to go out there and show that it can be done and get more girls involved. So it kind of motivates me as to be a role model for those people, and I want to go and show just how far somebody who never went through the amateur system can go. With a lot of hard work, dedication, and support from my team. I want to show it's possible. You can go out there and achieve your dreams. So that kind of motivates me, for sure.
Just for those who are watching, how do we follow you on your socials and stuff?
So it's nice and easy. I made it easy for everybody. So on my professional page, my Instagram, and my Twitter, it's team_Rankin. that's what it is on all of them, so it's not hard.
Absolutely not. Hannah Rankin, thanks very much for giving us your time. Good to meet you, and look forward to seeing how 2020 goes. Hopefully catch up soon.
Thank you very much.